Well, for more on the challenges facing China's tech companies, we're joined by James Sung. He's the Chief Strategist at the Chinese-American firm Zocus Strategic Marketing. Good to see you again, James.
Thanks so much for having me.
Always. So the global shortage of semiconductors is affecting the auto and tech industries. Exactly how extensive is this, and what's the issue here? Too much demand, too little supply?
Well, this is a problem, I guess, that originated from COVID. Right now, we're looking at, I saw one statistic, it was a 26-week delay, and we have raised prices everywhere. Originally from COVID, we had low demand. A lot of manufacturers canceled their orders, but we saw a quick recovery, and now everyone's fighting to be first in line, and there isn't enough chips to go around. Now, China is definitely the world's largest buyer of semiconductors, and it's certainly a crisis, but it's a opportunity for a strong manufacturing nation like China to really take the lead in the semiconductor industry. Now, I'll give you a quick story here. Now, I traveled to over 80 countries, and the way I did it was when I was younger, there was something called OBC, onboard courier. So, manufacturers, when they needed a part really fast, instead of shipping it, they needed someone to carry it overseas. So, like, for example, I was based in Shenzhen, and I would take a flight from Shenzhen to Mexico, first class, and bring a little box this big over there because they were in build cars. So it was like this $1 door handle that I was bringing over there, but it was holding up productions of these $30,000 cars. So we see the same problem now with chipsets, with chips, and so these $1, 10-cent chips are holding on productions of cars, of PlayStations, of we saw Neo. They halted production for 5 days. Because of shortages in these $1 chips, and Subaru cut 10,000 cars output. So it's a huge problem, and it's a problem that China is looking to solve, and that Huawei is looking to solve. There's a lot of companies working on this problem right now.
You're essentially a first-class human mule there, James. Now, you talk about, trying to solve the problem. Is this shortage a reminder? Because China imports about 90% of its chips. Is it a reminder for them that it's time to boost domestic production of these?
Absolutely. I mean, there's so many losers in this chip war right now. I mean, a lot of these manufacturers really. Like, for example, Apple, I mean, they had record numbers, but even their numbers were a little stunted because of the lack of chips available. So, we see the winners are, companies like Huawei, who actually stockpile. They stockpile for like half a year in advance of chips. And then we have like BYD, who's really a very big winner because they actually created their own R&D division called BYD Semiconductors. So they actually are able to make their own semiconductors and chips, and they were able to really not lose out due to this chip war right now.
James Sung, always a treat to speak with you. Thank you so much for your time.